My name is Maurice Gibson Anatami, metric number 72377. The group name is group from group 08. Our topic is types of electricity generation. For today, I will explain fossil fuels. What is fossil fuels? Fossil fuels includes coal, oil, and natural gas. It is formed from the remains of living organisms millions of years ago. It also contains chemical energy that can be used to generate electricity. So, how does fossil fuels generate electricity? Fossil fuels store chemical energy, for example, coal. The energy from the coal will be transferred as heat, for example, into water and steam. And that energy from the water and steam is movement energy, will be used for the turbine, and the energy from the turbine can be used to generate electricity using the generator. What are the negative effects of fossil fuels? Fossil fuels can lead to global warming. Research shows that fossil fuels contribute the large percentage of carbon dioxide emission worldwide. Those carbon emission is very harmful to the environment and also to the human. The release of greenhouse gases from the fossil fuels can lead to acid rain. This acid rain is also risky to the person with health problems such as respiratory diseases. Next, we all know that the fossil fuels is a non-renewable energy. Nothing will last forever, no matter how hard we try it. Therefore, we all know that fossil fuels will eventually be depleted. It is also an uncertain future of electricity generation. It will take million years to form and hard to sustain for a long run. Therefore, it will affect our future generation. Environmental pollution. Fossil fuels can also lead to environmental pollution. Fossil fuels can emit harmful pollutants such as sulfur dioxide that could lead to acid rain. This acid rain is dangerous to human and also to the environment. It also can lead to water pollution, such as irresponsible factories that release the fossil fuels waste into the water sources. This will affect the water supply to human and also very dangerous for the environment, especially for the water sources.
Hello everyone! As time goes by, our source of energy has been evolved from lightning strikes to renewable sources of energies that has been discovered by humans since 1752. Now, I would like to dive more into the topic of nuclear as our electrical generator. Before that, my name is Dorothy and my metric number is 74626. Nuclear power is also a non-renewable energy such as fossil fuels. But nuclear resources can be used significantly for a longer time than some fossil fuels. Plus, nuclear does not emit carbon dioxide into atmosphere. Currently, these nuclear resources or nuclear power can be considered as the most reliable one for electrical generations for the next 50 to 100 years. How does nuclear power work as electrical generator? So firstly, we need to know that nuclear power is stored in nucleus of an atom and released as its nuclei are split. Then the heat energy is produced from the fragments of the fission and the kinetic energy of free neutrons, which is used to heat water and produces steam under pressure to make the turbine blades turn. Then this kinetic energy of the turbine blades will make the coil of the wire turn in a magnetic field. After a while, this kinetic energy will turn into electrical energy, which produced by what we call electromagnetic induction, that will be transmitted to the national grid and transported to around the country. So what are the environmental impacts of nuclear power? Nuclear power is one of the leading low-carbon power generation methods of producing electricity, and in terms of life cycle greenhouse gas emissions per unit of energy generated, has emission values that comparable to or lower than those renewable energy. In 2014, an analysis has been done on carbon footprint by the literature of Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change (IPCC), and they stated that nuclear power has a median value of 12 grams CO2 equivalent emissions per kilowatt hour, which is the lowest of all those commercial baseload energy sources. Besides that, an operating nuclear power plant also produces a very small amounts of radioactive gas and liquids, as well as small amounts of direct radiation. So if you live 50 miles away from the nuclear power plant, you will receive an average radiation dose of 0.01 milligram per year.
Hello, my name is Sonia Robin. My matrix number is 76877 and I'm from Group 8 in Academic English 2 course. Okay, our final type of electricity generation is renewable energy. So, what is renewable energy? Renewable energy is the energy gathered from renewable resources that fills up naturally over time, such as wind, water, sunlight, and wave. These days, people opt more for renewable energy, but why? This is because renewable energy does not emit greenhouse gas, which can contribute in global warming. Other than that, it also reduces air pollution. Thanks to the effort made by scientists and engineers, we're able to add renewable energy in the production of electricity. Some of the applications are in hydropower plants, where the kinetic energy of falling water is transformed into mechanical energy by the turbine. Then the generator will convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. And this is how does hydropower plants looks like. Renewable energy is also being applied in wind turbine power plant, where wind will spin the propeller around the rotor and rotates the generator that produces electricity. And this is how does wind turbine power plants looks like. Our presentation, I'm going to summarize on what we've been talking about these last few minutes. For fossil fuels, we explored its introduction, how it is being applied in the production of electricity, and its drawback. Next, we discussed nuclear energy on its definition, how does it work, and its environmental impact. Finally, on renewable energy, we explored its introduction, advantages, and how it is being applied in the production of electricity. It is all from us. Thank you and have a good day ahead.